We just found an entire colony of frog eggs in this wetland, and if you want to get some video of it, I can show you where they are.
Great.
But
Yeah, we're just here surveying.
the SHN biologist
That's great, Malachi.
just
Thanks,
flagged it,
Carol.
and he's totally. We should probably not proceed. You know,
Okay.
let him do his survey
So
without
Carol
disturbing
said
it.
that the highway patrol is headed this way, so they're coming here too.
Well, importantly to know right now is that this area has been flagged now by SHN as a amphibian habitat.
Excellent.
And you know, I was informing him that there were frog eggs here, and then he said he hadn't seen any, so I pointed them out to him, and he acknowledged off the record that they were there, but then on the record he wrote down that they were there, and then he flagged the area here along the provisional wetland, and the eggs are, I mean, obviously not in this area because it's been
driven through,
but over here where it hasn't been disturbed, we can look in and quickly, by sight, just find eggs in various stages. There's some eggs that have been freshly laid, and then there's some eggs that are developing into tadpoles there. So really this is seriously sensitive spot because just 4 days ago, or just before the rain, I guess that was 4 or 5 days ago, I videotaped this whole area and it was dry. It had dried out, and then, you know, in between rains. So it is very provisional and very specifically a habitat for amphibians during this time. So if any amount of disturbance is to happen and this was to drain, all of these eggs would dry up right now, and this would significantly affect the amphibian population. Right now, the excavator is just driven through an area of it that could definitely threaten to drain it all off. But it's been very, very disturbed, and it's totally an active zone.
That's great. What I think we should do is have our own marking out of this area, because the Army Corps of Engineers declared this whole area jurisdictional wetland, and the mitigation monies haven't been allocated. So technically, they're not even supposed to be working in this area until May 7th. There's a meeting of the California Transportation Commission where they're going to discuss whether they're going to allocate money for mitigation of the wetlands. But until that time, nothing should have ever happened in this area. And since we don't seem to be able to keep them out of it, I think we need to post our own signs and markers around the jurisdictional wetland area. We do have the map from the Army Corps of Engineers. We could measure it out, and we could post signs.
It's obvious now that there would be a take.
Yeah, we don't want to
and
in
frogs
here to put our fencing in.
frogs are an indicator
about
species,
fencing,
you
I'm
know,
just
like
talking about
you mess with
signage.
frogs, you're messing with one of the basic building blocks of the whole ecosystem. So many things feed on frogs. Herons feed on frogs, other frogs feed on frogs, fish feed on frogs, all kinds of animals feed on frogs.
All the birds.
And here they are.
Yeah.
They're breeding.
Yeah. So they marked this out.
These flags indicate that he has
Yeah.
noted, and he wrote
Yeah.
down in his
Yeah.
survey that
Maybe we
amphibians
should
were
also
noted.
put signs here